So in the comments today, somebody was asking me if I had any stories about Scott Storch. I think that's the way you pronounce his name. And that triggered a memory. The one thing about this channel is I'm trying to remember the stories, and there's a lot to pick from 40 years of selling pro audio, but just mentioning this name, it brought up a story. And I've never met Scott, and this was from talking to Joe Tarsia. Joe Tarsia had told me his name, Scott's name had come up, and he said, "Oh, I remember him because I think Scott is from the Philadelphia area." And Joe said, he recognized that he was a talent when he came in, and he offered him a production deal. And part of that production deal is if he signed it, is Joe was willing to pay, his rent and all his expenses and all that, as long as he signed to the production deal. And, they created music over at Sigma. And from what Joe told me, Scott took some time and he looked over the contract, and he decided not to pass on the whole deal. So he never did anything, but he did work. He did do some work over at Sigma. And that was one thing about Joe. He just would recognize raw talent and to see if he could help in any way. And a production deal means Joe would benefit too. And I remember Joe telling me that he was asked to give some feedback on Taylor Swift. And he listened to some of the songs and gave his feedback. Had nothing to do with her, but he was asked to give feedback because Taylor, I think she lived in Doylestown. I'm not sure, but I know she's from Pennsylvania. So there you go. That's my Scott Storch story. It's not much, but that's all I remember of it. Super talent that guy turned out to be.